the conversation around the likes of Aston Villa.
So that's good news, bad news situation. We're 3 points off second.
Yes.
We're also 3 points off 17th.
Yeah. So that's the case.
And 17th is Brentford.
Five games.
Told you it's a 6-pointer.
Look at the table before 6 games in.
It's true. Yeah.
You were right about that the other day. You said they never used to show you the table, and it's true.
Yeah.
They wouldn't show you the table till like October.
Because no point. Now with the internet, because it's just automatically updated and that. Like, people are looking at the table after the first game going, oh, top of the league. Shut up, you kids. Honestly. It should be illegal to look at the league table before the 6th.
Hello and welcome to Stretford Paddock. My name is Joe and this is Off the Bar. I'm joined today by Stephen Howson, Jay Motty and Adam McKola. Of course, we've got a lot to talk about today, lads. We're going to be talking about Man United. Ever heard of them?
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Manchester
love
United.
that.
On and off the pitch.
I haven't come prepared for that.
No, you didn't. Well, I'm breaking it to you now. I'll come to you last so you can think about what Man United means
I'll
to
copy
you.
your answers.
We want to talk about the academy a little bit because it feels as though there's obviously a lot of talking points in Manchester United. Not that academy, not the any other academies either. The academy of.
You have to join that, innit? The academy.
Yeah, well, you have to get selected and that.
To get invited
I love how
into
you
the
came prepared on
Illuminati.
academy, the academy
And you
awards,
can
but
have
not on
votes.
Manchester United.
I think Will Smith killed the Oscars anyway.
Like, it's not like you can't just win it.
Nah,
you have to
it's
have been
dead,
a
innit?
part of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have to
That's
vote.
weird,
Vote
innit?
and that.
That's weird.
And they always get it wrong anyway.
You have to
Nice
go
that
to one of
Adam's
them
wearing a
giddy
sheet that
parties
he
and that.
wrestled
Exactly,
in a
they're all
fucking
like that, aren't
muddy
they?
puddle, innit?
It's nice that I like that fleece.
What?
We're going to talk about United.
On a stroke.
We're also going to be talking about our
Love that.
rivals and how
Have a go,
maybe
stroke. Have a
Manchester
go.
United's perception is different.
Stroke me!
Have a
to our
go.
rivals.
Have
I've
a
already
go.
touched it before.
We'll touch it again on camera.
You touch it and then touch my hand.
Looks like
Pass it on to Joe.
It's nice that.
You
It
had
looks
a-
like
you
a
had a sheep
biology
in a
experiment.
headlock.
Looks like what?
You had a sheep in a headlock.
I've got plenty more where
It's
these
almost
fleeces come up.
Howson-esque.
In a puddle.
Fleece era is amazing for me, you know.
Yeah, fleece weather.
I got loads of fleeces.
Yeah.
Love
Who's
them.
Adam's
Can't move in my
fashion
house for
inspiration?
fleeces.
Fucking geography teachers.
Yeah. You do
No
look
need
like
for
a
that.
geography teacher that fell down a hill into some goose poo. But in a nice way.
Don't have it, man.
Speaking
Don't
of
listen to him. You look
getting
mint.
fleeced, let's talk about some
Nice.
United
Very
players.
good, that.
Well played.
Very
Thank you
good.
very much, everyone.
Right.
I want to start with the academy. We're going to talk about the perception.
You saying we got fleeced on the young academy players?
No.
You're a
So
You
disgrace.
hate the academy.
So you hate the
You can't
academy?
get fleeced on academy players. They don't cost out.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Hannibal
go
maybe cost 10 million actually.
Exactly.
And look
Not
where he is
anymore.
now.
It's not-
Burnley.
Exactly.
Giving away
we were talking
penalties.
before, weren't we, Jay, about, and we actually talked about it on this show. I think it was you, Steve, that you were worried that United's record of playing academy players in how many games is it, or how many years is it?
About 8.
80.
It's nearly 100 years.
years.
12 years away from 100.
Yeah.
88
I don't think
years.
we'll get there. We've discussed this.
I
haven't
think we get there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You also think we're going to win the fucking league every year, so...
If we don't, just end the whole club.
At the moment,
Yeah.
the only people that really have got any chance of playing from the academy in any meaningful games are Tom Heaton,
You said any chance?
who's
Roll
39
him out.
and doesn't really have a chance.
Fuck.
You've got Tyler Fredrickson, who his last game was
He
Grimsby.
didn't do himself
And-
any favours against Grimsby, did he?
Yeah.
To
And
be fair.
He is good in though.
Yeah, he is, but he got
Can't
chewed
judge
out.
him off one
Yeah.
game.
No,
But
he's not
doggy
played.
dog
Amorim
Macca.
might have done.
Yeah, it is. Like,
Yeah, but how come he doesn't judge fucking Manuel Ugarte after one game?
well, he did for a bit, didn't he, off the West Ham?
He should have
Yeah.
fucked him off after
He
that.
dropped him forever. Well, not forever,
Brung
for that
him,
season.
and he's dropped them.
There's Chido Obi, who's not been included in a match.
And he don't fucking count
He
either,
don't
let's
count.
be right.
Come on.
Scoring for fun. Yeah, he does count.
No, he
I don't know
don't.
if he does.
If Garnacho counts, he counts.
And Kobe Mainoo, obviously, is really the only
He's
one.
only just getting
And he's-
any
yeah.
minutes.
But I think he's not getting many minutes, but he has at least, I think he's made 5 appearances.
Kobe gets injured,
he's-
where?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's been the only one in the squad, hasn't he? Quite a few times.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has.
Even last season, there was
But
a
do you
couple of
think
times he was.
if Kobe, touch what he doesn't, touch what he doesn't, Kobe Mainoo, if he gets injured, we'll just put Tom Heaton on the bench. Or Cheeto.
Yeah.
Or
But
something.
I think that
Does
kind
Diego
of
Leon
that's
count?
certainly within the law. It's within the laws of the game, but not in the spirit of the game, I would say. Because the whole point of this record isn't just ticking a box and
Yeah.
chucking
I
some
agree.
kid on there. Because I'm a Man United fan and
We've
we
only
get to
really been aware of
we
it.
get to
We
interpret
only-
it how we want.
How do you know what happened 60 years ago?
Okay. Certainly since 40 years ago, Man United have had academy players as crucial parts of the team.
40 years ago, what was that?
So you-
85.
You don't
Yeah.
think academy players were crucial in the 60s?
Bit
bit of a
of a
weird
little thing
stance
called
to
I'm going to
take.
let you three.
George
2 words.
Best.
2 words.
Hey?
George Best.
Thank you. Yeah.
Two words, Sir Bobby Charlton.
Exactly.
Does he count as an academy player?
2 words. The Busby Babes.
Well, he was sort of
From
targeted.
Ashton on the line.
Nah, he
Someone
came through the
went to
academy.
line.
He
Yeah.
came through the academy.
Who?
Charlton.
Sir Bobby Charlton.
Get the fuck out.
No, does Sir Bobby
Are you
Charlton
fucking
count?
insane?
I literally have spoken to the grandson of the man who scouted him and went and
Well,
got him.
there you
So It's
go.
not like he was a local child who
1-0
came through.
Joe.
And
When?
if Cheeto doesn't count, I wondered
When?
where the line
And
was.
that documentary will be out soon, by the way.
Go on.
That was filmed about 3 years ago.
Yeah.
What?
Wasn't he 14 when we got him?
Okay.
Bobby Charlton.
Yeah.
Best counts, even though he was, 15,
Yeah.
16 when he signed.
So what
Beckham
is the-
counts
what
when
is
he was
the- what
14,
is from
15.
Leighton?
Well, let's
Yeah.
get that. Let's
Like,
establish
they
this
count
first
if they
then.
played
What
for the
is an-
academy
What is
team.
an academy
that
player?
way?
If they play for the academy, they're an
At
academy
all,
player.
even
Yeah,
if it's
like
after
Andres
the-
Pereira was 16, I think, came
Yeah.
from Brazil, but went into the academy side, so he counts as an
Did
academy
Rafa
player.
and Fabio count?
I don't
No,
know.
they were 18 when he came.
Yeah, I think they
And
have to be
also-
under 18 and play for the academy.
But what if they come in, play their first game for the first team,
no,
and then play for the academy?
No, can't do it the one.
So you have to have played for the
wrong
academy.
way
How
round.
you know?
There's a process.
Okay.
Why are you doubting that?
I think if you've played
I
a
bet- bet-
first
You don't
team
know the
football
right answer
game
to that.
anywhere.
I'm asking.
No, he don't.
No, he don't.
I think because Harvey Elliott came through Fulham and then.
Mate, you didn't even
Scouts
know
was
Bobby
trying-
Charlton was an academy player. Right? Let's have it right.
I knew he came through the academy.
got you done.
I was thinking by your
You literally
standards-
went, who's Bobby Charlton a minute
Yeah,
ago?
exactly. Yeah. But
I think if they played for another club is a big one. So if
Right,
you've
okay.
only ever played for United, the very obvious ones are like your copies, right? So you
Yeah.
only ever played for
Yeah.
United, dead easy.
but he's been at United since.
Yeah,
he was at any
he's a tap-
I know, but I'm
professional-
trying
Yeah.
to like give you
Work our way through
the
it.
narrative
Well,
here.
Garnacho's an academy player, wasn't he?
But he came from Atletico. Like.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I mean.
So
but
he moved over at 16.
16.
yeah.
And then he played for Manchester United's under 18s. Did like 2 entire seasons in under 18s, graduated into the first team. That counts,
Right, okay.
right? Cheeto, I'm really not sure on because he was 17. I don't think he'd had any first team football at Arsenal, but he feels like an Arsenal
I
graduate.
think he was
He's
16
not
when
his
we
ass.
signed him.
I don't
Cheeto.
feel like Cheeto counts.
On Football Manager, he'd have the HG next to him.
I know, but it feels like one of those little
Homegrown.
loophole things.
So one thing we can be 100%
Hey,
certain
I'm not
of
daft.
is, so for instance, Tom Heaton, yes, he would be an academy player.
Yeah.
Do you know what?
Weirdly, that seems more
I'll-
backwards to me because he's
I'll
like
actually-
so much
I'll
of his
actually
time
cry,
away.
but-
Yeah,
But
Right.
Pogba counted.
yeah, exactly.
I'll actually cry if 1 week it's Tom Eaton's the only one that's keeping this record going because we may as well just fucking scrap it. If we're going to cheat.
Nah.
If he says to like
It's not cheating.
Lomans or Bayern Day, you're not in the squad, I'm putting Tom Eaton in because we need an academy
We
graduate.
put
in the
2
squad.
keepers on anyway. So
Oh yeah, we'll just sticks him in as an extra one. Like, come on, man.
So back to the kind of, like we were saying before, the spirit
Qualification.
of the rule rather than the wording of the rule.
Okay.
United have sort of built a lot of our success on, I mean, every single title we won under Fergie, Giggs was there. Most of them, Scholes was there. Most of them, Neville was there, etc. At the moment, no academy players start for Manchester
No,
United.
they don't.
And other than Kobe Mainoo, no one comes off the bench from Manchester United.
Kobe Mainoo should be starting for Man United.
Yeah,
That's right,
and
that's
that's
true.
a fair point. But let's even say Kobe Mainoo was starting. One in the whole squad, whether it's on the bench or starting, doesn't feel particularly, tapping into the roots of Manchester United. Now, on one hand, I think we had a spell, didn't we? A 10-year spell where we didn't win any FA Youth Cups. We didn't really have the best academy. We dropped down into the second division at one point.
It's when the rules all changed, wasn't it?
But then, over the last few seasons, we've had arguably the best academy in world football, especially at under 18 level. Some of the winning records and the runs that we've been on. There's a sort of a load of players there
Yeah.
who either are ready or maybe could be ready if they were given chances. Steve, why do you think the likes of Kokonki or Fitzgerald, Ibrahimov, Fletcher, Lacey haven't been given more chances in the first team? Is it just an age thing or is there something going on here?
Because the first team's shit, Joe.
But wouldn't that make it the pathway even easier?
No.
It can do, but at the same time, is like you need academy players have to be brought in with real with leadership alongside them. Like there's always that story, isn't there, of Brian Robson. I think it was Paul Scholes. Someone's nailed Paul Scholes in one of those A games
Gigs.
against someone or Giggs.
And then they
potentially.
swap position with Giggs, innit?
Yeah. So Brian Robson goes and leaves one in on someone.
think
I'm
it
not
was,
saying you just need
I
someone that
think
can
it was
kick
Lee Dixon.
somebody.
Who's Lee Dixon?
That happened with Lee Sharp as well. I don't know if it's both of them, but I remember chatting to Lee Sharp about that very thing. Well, Brian Robson said to Lee Sharp, I know Lee Sharp came from Tokyo, but he said, swap, I'll go left wing. And then
For a minute.
Yeah, and then he just went through whoever was the right back, whether it was Lee Dixon or whoever, and then went, right, lad, you go back there, you'll be okay. Can't imagine that happening now.
No, and I'm not necessarily advocating
Did go
for that.
fight my son.
But what I am advocating for is someone to guide them on the pitch, lead them on the pitch. And I think we are completely lacking in people that can do that. Because coaching is part of the manager's job, it's part of the coaching staff's job, but it's also part of your teammates' job, is to give them the standards and things that you're expected. Rio always talks about it on his first training session at the club. They've kicked off, they've gone back, and he's passed it to Gary Neville. You know, he's got his right side centre half, he's passed the ball to Gary Neville, and Roy Keane has stopped the session and gone, "Well, stop, the fuck are you doing?" And he's like, passing him the ball, and he's like, "You're not fucking Leeds now, pass it fucking forward."
Love that.
And you're like, Jesus, like straight away setting the tone. That's not Fergie. That's not come from Rennie Mullenstein or Carlos Queiroz or nothing like that. It's literally come from one of the other players on the pitch going, "No, pass the ball forward." So straight away you're like, right, okay, these are the things that I have to do in this team. I don't see the people doing that. And I think young players can bring a lot of enthusiasm and they can bring a lot of skill and they can bring a lot of talent. But what they generally require experience for is game management, is game state stuff, and it's knowing the good decisions at what to play and when. That's why Cobby stood out when he first came through, because he played like he had, you know, on his third or fourth appearance, he's got like 300 appearances in terms of like the way he plays the game.
Mate, on his debut at Goodison, you could see it. Like, he got player of the match, didn't he? Even though Garnacho, I think, scored that worlder. He was just like unreal. He just stood out as someone who looked like he'd been playing for United, like you're saying, for 300 games or whatever. It was amazing. But what also was amazing about that is how, not just rare he is, but how rare it is now for United to have a youngster like that who's coming into the team and looking ready-made. Because even the youngsters we've seen coming in, other than Cobby, more recently, sort of had one or two games where, you know, Harry Amas came in, looked all right, and struggled a little bit, and then obviously the manager didn't fancy him. For Tyler Fredrickson, we've already mentioned, it just feels like there isn't that one or two players coming through where you go, you knew before Beckham and Scholes and Neville got into the team, they were waiting, they were ready, you knew all about him, you knew with some of the other players like Wes Brown or Darren Fletcher or whatever, it doesn't feel
John
like
Curtis.
Yeah, even though we've got a very good sort of academy,
Yeah.
I didn't feel under this manager at least that he's earmarked anyone.
He was the certainty, wasn't he, John
David
Curtis?
Jones.
But if you think, I'm looking
Simon
at
Davis,
Barca's,
yeah.
looking at Barca's squad here, because they were in a situation that wasn't dissimilar to us 3 or 4 years ago, sort of that Koeman era, where they had a team full of just weird players of
Fucking
a
who's your man
huge
that
variety of ages.
Plays for Wolves with Baby Earl.
Yeah, they had like Adama Traore
Yeah.
playing for
He
him.
came
He's
through
an
their
academy player.
They had,
No, but they fucking
they
signed him, didn't
They
they?
also
On loan.
had, what was his name? De Jong up front.
Memphis
They
was
had
there,
Memphis
wasn't
was
he?
there. They had like this very odd team of like cheap players on weird wages, and then they kind of had this, well, cheap to buy, but not cheap to
I
sort
mean,
of
not
maintain.
even cheap to buy sometimes.
But then they kind of had this reset, didn't they, under Xavi a little bit, and obviously that's continued. But so many of the players in their squad now are academy players, and like you've got the likes of Pedri and Gavi, Fermin Lopez, Yamal. You've got players in the defence as well who have come through the academy, and there's not loads of big money signings in that team anymore, like there was even just 3 or 4 years ago. Most of Barcelona's squad right now are free transfers, cheap players, or 30 to 50 million pound players. Like, they kind of had to do that out of necessity because the club was borderline bankrupt, and maybe they just happened to have a really great crop of youngsters that they could tap into, and they don't, you know, you can't force the class of 92 if it's not there. But I wonder if we did give them more chances, maybe some of these things that we're worried about or that Amorim's worried about would go away. Because they were on the cusp of like sort of absolute civil war Barcelona at one stage. The fans were absolutely fuming. They were nowhere near winning the league. They were struggling in the European competitions. And now you've got this sort of basis of these great academy players. I don't know, I just think, why not give it more of a chance? Maybe you'll find something that surprises you. Is it different in La Liga? Is it different at Barca? What's
I
stopping
don't think
us
there's
trying
anyone
more?
really, like even the one where we thought he would be saying I have to play is Chido Obi, and he hasn't really done that yet. Like, I don't think there's one of those players that's saying I've got to be in this team, and I think it is a risk when your first team is a little bit up in the air, you're not getting the results you want. You know, you're coming in off last season, finished 15th. Do you want to kill some of these youngsters? I'm not sure you really want to do that to them, to be honest with you. I don't know.
No, I agree with that.
Cobby's the one, man. Like, he's the one that just needs to be in this
He
team
is.
more often than not.
But most players,
Even like Ibrahimov,
Yeah.
is how you say his name.
Yeah.
Like, even him, like, he's mint, but physically is he ready?
I mean, he's not even
only
starting in the
17.
21s.
He's only 17. I get that, But I just think, I don't know, I think sometimes...
I think the gap's so big from under 18s.
Yeah.
Because they're clearly good at under 18 level.
Yeah, the min.
They're dicking everybody.
Yeah.
Not even...
the goal this
It's easy
season,
to
have
be
they?
good at under 18s, and then it's the jump.
Yeah, the gap between the first team and the 18s, and this I've said this for a long ass time. When they moved the under 20 the Premier League 2 to under 23s, because Scudamore don't have a fucking pot of glue what's going on anything, the big fucking witch. So they changed it from under 21s to under 23s. Mate, if you're 22 and you're still not made your debut in the first team in the Premier League,
Forget about it.
I got news for you, mate. It ain't gonna happen.
No, you're right.
But there's got to be something that bridges the gap. United have never really managed to replicate what we had with Antwerp when Danny Higginbottom,
Johnny Evans,
etc.
Chris
all
Eagle,
Simpson.
went there and
Danny
played
Simpson.
competitive football.
Dong Fang Zhu.
Legend.
in a league that it mattered. You know, we've never really managed to find a League One, League Two, Championship team that we can reliably send
I
someone
think that
to.
this is where Johnny Evans comes in, though, because isn't he managing that now? I know it's
Managing
not one
loans.
club, but he's
Yeah.
looking after loans,
Well,
isn't
surely
it?
we've
So
got
you think someone with
Lausanne
experience?
And we've got Nice.
Yeah. you
Surely
think-
Lausanne
Nice.
thank you, is a fantastic place to send people. Swiss First Division, which again is similar maybe in terms of the Belgian First Division, probably a little bit lower. But if you've got 17, 18-year-olds or 19-year-olds who you want to get some playing time, Ineos own Lausanne, Ineos own Nice. So maybe the next step up from that,
Also-
you can send them there. Someone that's had a handful of first team appearances, like Fredrickson now. Could he go to Nice?
Yeah.
Could he? Someone. I don't.
That'd be a good
It's also
move, I
with
think, for him.
Fletcher as well. I think he's spent a lot of time around Amorim, and now he's got that role in the academy. He'll have that link to Amorim where he can communicate to him, oh, this player's ready, this player's ready.
Yeah.
This one's probably not ready, he needs another 6 months in Amorim has now got that point of contact there. Of course, he would have had that for the whole time, but it would have been someone he doesn't really know. He arrives at the club whenever he did, and then that guy's already in place. Now Fletcher's been watching him in training, watching what he does closely.
You think Johnny Evans, having played for him, might be able to advise and be a bit more of a trusted voice because of the relationship they've had as a coach and a manager?
I mean, Johnny Evans as well went to Royal Antwerp. He's on this list on United's website.
I mean, Johnny Evans is such a good dude to have in there
I think
for
that's
75 different reasons.
How many players went at Antwerp?
32. Right,
Do you reckon we could guess him?
But here's the thing. No,
No.
you
There'd be some. I
Absolutely
think there's some that even you wouldn't get.
Here's
There's
the
some that
thing.
you don't even know we
Yeah.
had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Paul
true.
Rachubka,
Yeah.
Paul
Keeper.
Rachubka, remember keeper, yeah. Danny Pugh went.
George Clegg,
George Clegg.
Eddie
It's not
Johnson.
George Clegg.
You're not Michael Clegg?
No, I
Mick
don't
Clegg.
think-
I'm reading it
I don't
off
know
Man
Michael.
United's website. So
Well, what do they know?
Exactly.
We know more than them.
But so I guess you could look at it the other way and say, how many of these went on to be regulars for Manchester United?
Did Danny Higginbottom
And the
go
answer
there?
is probably 2 or 3.
You've got to remember, though, a lot of this, what era are we talking about? What
98
years?
to 2014.
So one of the most successful eras of any club in Premier
Yeah.
League history.
Ebanks Blake go there.
Ebanks Blake went there, yeah.
fucking
So the ones that really
shout
sort of
out.
either
but
made
that-
a name for themselves.
But they played Premier League football.
Yeah,
Dan
well, that's
Higginbottom
what I'm
played
saying.
Premier
So
League
you
football.
got-
That's a success.
Higginbottom,
Played for
Luke
Southampton,
Chadwick,
didn't he?
Slow
John
down,
O'Shea.
Let's go through these and I'll say.
Well, these aren't all. Do you want me to do all 32?
Just do it. Yeah, go on.
Okay. Higginbottom,
Success.
Ronnie Warwick,
Not really.
Jamie Wood. I went to school with him. Luke Chadwick.
Jimmy
Success.
Wood. Oh, Jimmy Wood.
Yeah. George Clegg.
I don't even know who he is.
Kirk Hilton, which sounds like the coolest kid in high school.
You know,
Kirk
if you put
Hilton.
4 names, I go, that's fake.
Kirk Hilton is a great
Is
name.
he American?
He has to be. John O'Shea.
Who's that?
Legend.
400 and some, 400 and some
John
appearances.
O'Shea?
He did all right.
Jimmy Davis.
R.I.P.
Again,
I remember Jimmy
R.I.P.
Davis, R.I.P.
Yeah. Paul Rachubka.
Yep, keeper. He had a
Alan-
decent career. I think he ended up at West Brom or somewhere like that.
Alan Tate.
I don't know who that is.
Don't remember him.
Neil Wood.
Hasn't he just been binned off as 18s manager?
Neil Wood.
Yeah.
I think so. Is that why
That's-
the name rings a bell?
Yeah.
It
Neil
rang
Wood.
a bell, but not because of the academy.
Neil Wood.
Phil Barsley. Success for sure.
Success.
Yeah, definitely.
Phil
Dong
Mar
Fengju.
Barsley.
No. David Fox. No.
Why
Colin
did you just
Heath.
write off Dong Fang Zhu like
He
that?
wasn't a success, was he? Eddie Johnson.
Is he American?
Dong Fan Zhu.
Eddie Johnson sounds
Dong
like a
Fan
dart
Zhu
player.
got a guard of
Johnson's
honour at
American.
Stamford Bridge,
Yeah,
didn't
he
he?
did, yeah.
That's a success, mate.
Kieran Richardson.
Yeah,
did that.
yeah.
Kieran Richardson, Chris Eagle.
John Serry giving them all a guard of honour. That was class, that.
Sylvan Ebanks Blake.
Success.
Adam Eckersley.
I think
Yeah,
he
I
played
remember
league football.
Eckersley.
He definitely
Yeah.
played league
This is
football.
why playing at a decent level is a success.
There was 2 Eckesleys,
yeah.
weren't there?
Yeah.
Kieran and...
There was 2
Yeah,
Eckesleys, isn't it?
Kieran.
And Adam. Richie Jones.
Yeah,
Success.
remember him.
Lee Martin.
Success.
Remember Lee Martin.
There's 2 Lee Martins as well, wasn't there?
Yeah.
He's the more recent Lee
Yeah,
Martin.
the old
yeah.
one was the...
Yeah, that's
apparently he
ages.
scored in a cup final. The other one.
Danny Simpson. Success.
Yeah,
He's not
no,
allowed to mention it.
One of
No.
them. Fraser Campbell. Yeah,
Success.
Yeah.
Played for
John
Class.
Evans and Darren Gibson, successors at
Absolute
Man
success.
United
G-bomb.
as well.
Dan Gibson scored in the Champions League semi.
mate.
Against Schalke.
Yep.
Yeah. David Gray,
Green
great
light,
couple
red
of
Great album. White Ladder was
Babylon.
class.
what a banger.
Sail away with me.
Oh, you nailed it. Sail Away would have been a better joke.
Yeah. Nah,
He sailed
the
away
whole
to
thing's
Antwerp.
class.
Ryan Shawcross, massive
Success.
success here. What was it? Probably 300-400
Stoke.
games in the Premier
Yeah.
League. Or maybe a couple hundred at least. Craig Cathcart, Michael Lee,
Yeah,
Craig
Cathcart
Cathcart played,
He went for
um,
Watford, played for Northern Ireland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
John Coffey.
From the Green
Green
Mile.
Tight boss.
Wow.
didn't quite end well for him, did it? Poor John.
Jesus.
Never mind. Did his best.
Luke Giverin.
I don't know him.
I do know him.
Giuliano Van Velzen and David Petrucci.
I remember Petrucci.
Yeah,
Petrucci
of
was
course.
class.
Yeah.
So
I
there's the
thought he was
first.
going to be the one, you know.
Yeah.
Did
he get an injury?
Him and Pereira in the same team.
Did Petrucci get an injury?
I reckon
He
that's
came with
still
another
quite-
Italian lad.
What happened to Petrucci?
Petrucci come with someone else.
Did he get an injury though?
It was Petrucci and...
Rossi, not Rossi.
Not
No,
Rossi,
just
different
Ben.
eras.
Your mate.
Petrucci came. Remember, because we signed Adam Lalic and Zoran Tosic at the same time. Remember them
Yeah.
two?
Yeah.
They didn't work.
Sausage was signing though.
And Angelo Enrique, what the fuck happened there?
Oh, yeah.
That was like 2013 for
Wasn't he like the officially the first signing under Moyes?
Yeah.
Like,
Wait, wasn't that Guillermo Varela?
oh, right, okay. I might
Wait,
be
wasn't
getting
it
mixed up.
Makeda?
What?
Was it
With
Makeda?
Petrucci?
Yeah.
Oh,
Was
it
it?
might have been.
I'm
Yeah,
looking
yeah,
at the time because it's
yeah.
2008.
Yeah.
Kiko, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Potentially
So I
was
told you two of them came.
So
Nosy stuff.
we've sort of looked at the history of that. There are a couple, John O'Shea, Johnny Evans.
That's a successful place
Of
to
course
send
it
up
is.
Yeah.
Of course it's a success.
That clearly
And the
works.
concept
Like the people that
is
didn't make
good.
it United, some of them went and won Premier Leagues elsewhere.
Yeah.
So
So
when I say some of them,
One of them.
Danny Simpson.
is there another thing with this though as well in terms of the academy to sort of look at the other side of it that disproportionately the Premier League relies on physicality and size and athleticism, so that a 17-year-old who's incredibly talented might not be physically outmatched in La Liga instantly as much as they would in the Premier League.
You got to play men's football. Simple as that.
But it is faster, it is more physical, more athletic in the Premier League than pretty much any other league on earth. And those are the things that inherently children are less likely to have. Is that a hindrance?
Yeah, but the minute you got Max Doman, who's literally going on a fucking school trip tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like
handed his
Rio,
slip
the
in.
fella at Liverpool. Like, there's kids making.
aren't they like 15 and Dolman 15?
Yeah.
There's kids making debuts,
hell.
so
Players
there's
are
no
peaking
excuse for
earlier now.
United not to.
Yeah.
I think that
They just need
players-
men's football. Go
players'
play men's
generations
football.
are-
So yeah, go to Lausanne, go to Nice, nice, and then just see how it rocks.
I think that from a United point of view, it's difficult now, isn't it? Because when you're winning trophies all the time, Fergie at the end of the season would have wrapped up the Premier League in April,
Yeah.
and then he'd give a debut to a load of kids, and he didn't care if he lost the last 3 games. He wasn't asked about records and all that nonsense. He was just bothered about giving kids or youngsters an opportunity. Whereas now, every game feels like Amorim's under a must-win cloud, and it's like if he say at the weekend he went right, I'm starting Shea Lacey and fucking
Play him in the league. Never mind.
yeah, everyone would be like, have you gone mental?
But the younger players are more malleable. You can get them to fit into your system a little bit more. They're going to take information on better. They're going to adapt quicker. They're going to learn quicker. So there is room for, like, Van Gaal would have just gone, all right.
Van
fucking
Gaal's
come on,
men-
all
remember Paddy
Chino
McNair?
would have been starting up front.
Paddy McNair, his debut, no one saw that one coming.
Tyler Blackenbauer.
Do you know what I mean?
Donald
mate,
Love.
Don't.
Donald Duck.
Paddy
Mate.
McNair.
Andreas Pereira.
Fucking
was in
said
that
Paddy
team.
McNair.
Did you? I was
Fosu
facing it out.
We absolutely.
Oh mate,
fucked
Fosu
up that
Mensah was ridiculous.
Oh, mate.
I don't take back a single thing I said about him.
He
fucking
proper fell out with him
incredible.
over that penalty when it was a penalty in the semi-final, where he just went,
just
"That was
lose
it.
his
You're not fucking playing anymore."
We fucking won and all.
I know.
Just fucking get over it, you dickhead.
And we saved the penalty.
It's like with Chicharito, remember? Missed that penalty. anyway.
Yeah.
Ah, that's
We're
it.
done.
You're
Just
done.
looked at gigs like, fuck. Fuck.
I wonder as well, specifically at United, where every manager, I know we've been terrible under Amorim and he hasn't been sacked, but you get 2 years, and if you haven't started, turning us into a proper team by that time, you're sacked. You don't really get a chance to experiment.
No.
If that experiment fails,
Louis did.
you're gone. Well, yeah, and then he was gone.
Yeah, but he did though.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So from a self-preservation perspective, obviously Solskjaer had a few academy players in there, some of which, like Mason Greenwood, for instance, was, since he was 11 years old, he's going to be a top-level player. It was just sort of known, he was another level compared to some of the players we're talking about here. But it is hard
Ollie has
to
Copy
risk
in his
your...
team every game.
Of course
Do you
he
think?
does.
I know.
Where would you play him?
I mean, fucking Ten Hag did.
We wouldn't have
Where
this
do you play
system,
him?
would though.
Midfield?
We'd have a three in midfield,
Where
probably,
he's
wouldn't
supposed to
you?
We
fucking
didn't. It was
Well,
a
in the
4-2-3-1,
yeah,
wasn't
but
it?
it was slightly different, wasn't it, than what we've got now?
It's three midfield, isn't it?
McCobb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you
Something like
smelling around here?
Ignore. So do we think we're going to see any more this season? That's my question. What sort of optimism do we have?
Not a lot, hence why I said I thought the record was going this year.
I think he might have a point. And a few people on social have been saying that. Mac has got Joe's dog with him.
We said before we record this we were just going to ignore her. And then now she's up on your name.
It's all right. It's a dog-friendly podcast.
I want to talk about our rivals. Because this season is a weird one.
Yeah, it is.
Brentford.
Who are our rivals? Everton and West Ham.
6 point this weekend, lad.
Our rivals
Nearly
are
40
obviously
points. Come
the
on,
club
boys.
rivals. I'm not even including Leeds in this because they're
We
just...
all hate Leeds school.
But you've got your Cities, your Liverpools, etc.
Yeah.
But then also we're looking at our potential European challenging rivals. Because for now, I still think that should be United's target this season, try and get European
Of course
football.
it should.
So we've got the likes of City, Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea, Spurs, Newcastle and Villa to look at. So far this season...
It's not going well for the Villa.
Villa have been absolutely
Villa
horrendous.
have fell off a cliff,
They've got
haven't they?
3 points from 5 games, but they've only scored 1 goal in that time.
Red cartel, that.
And it was a
PSR.
35-yard screamer from, I think, Matty Cash that the goalie should have
Jesus
saved.
Christ. He's their top scorer.
And that
says
was
it all.
against a 10-men Sunderland. And Sunderland had 10 men for the whole second half, by the way. It wasn't like last minute.
It's the least
Villa-
Polish name you'll ever hear as well.
Matty Cash, I know.
Newcastle, the other one, they're 13th. They've currently got 6 points, which is only 1 behind us. But again, in a lot of these games, they're just not scoring goals. They seem to be struggling a little bit.
They did get half a mil turn up for a League Cup final parade, though.
Then obviously Man City, they're a couple of points ahead of us, but have already lost to Tottenham and Brighton. Struggled.
They didn't get half a mil turn up for a League Cup final parade.
They got a 15th of that. And then obviously Chelsea doing a little bit better, but we beat them this week.
They had half a mil turn up for training.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
So let's have a look at our rivals then, because there's 2 things I want to look at here. One is how they're performing so far this season, and the other is the perception of them as clubs and how that relates to how they're sort of treated and how they're spoken about.
Make a wish, Jay.
Do I blow it?
Yeah, you blow me. Blow me, Jay.
Oh, it's come true.
There you go. I've got a call. I'll be back in a minute.
Wow, that was so quick. So anyway, let's talk about our rivals,
What was
Macca. It's like what it's
It was for you to have air.
No, it was for me
He's
to
just
have the
crashed
laptop.
out.
It was
He's
for me to have the
absolutely
laptop.
fucking crashed out.
Hey, and then it is. No, come on.
It was
You-
31
no,
minutes.
That's
done.
staying
You
in
do
that.
it.
That's
Right.
staying in. What we've successfully done there is made Joe crack for
We
everyone watching.
fucking broke
Have we
him.
ever actually made Joe fully crack?
I feel okay. I just...
No.
Right then.
Oh, it's close.
Yeah.
So close.
It's
Yeah,
close.
Dangerously close.
It's,
No, I'm
I
right.
feel okay.
You
no.
can lead the way on this next.
No.
I was
We're
I was
making a
certain
wish.
it'd be me.
No.
And it's not even me.
We've got to be at least aiming for Europe.
We're 3 points off second. We're
Right.
not certainly out of any kind of European contention,
We're
are
3
we?
points off second.
Did you not know this? We've
Come
got
on,
7
Macca.
points. Arsenal have only got 10.
When you think about it.
Your wish came true.
Think about it.
But obviously,
like Grimsby, aren't you?
yeah, exactly. That's the problem.
Just ignore that.
So
Ignore that on last season.
Villa on 3 points, scored 1 goal. Newcastle only a point behind us, but they've only won 1 of their last 5 games in the
Newcastle
league.
is shit.
Even looking at
Yeah,
Chelsea,
man.
they haven't won either of their last 2 games.
Nice.
The likes of Man City have won 1 of their last 4 games. And obviously it was against us, because why wouldn't it be?
I remember that.
I know, it was pretty horrific, wasn't it? But the conversation around the likes of Aston Villa.
So
and
that's good news,
Newcastle-
bad news situation. We're 3 points off second.
Yes.
We're also 3 points off 17th.
Yeah. So that, I mean, that's the case.
And 17th is Brentford.
5 games.
Who you playing next?
Told you it's a 6-pointer.
There's a reason you
Fucking
look
hell.
at the table before 6 games in.
It's true.
Yeah.
You were right about that the other day. You said they never used to show you the table, and it's true. They
Yeah.
wouldn't show you the table till like October.
Because no point. Now with the internet, because it's just automatically updated and that. Like, people are looking at the table after the first game going, oh, top of the league. Shut up, you dickheads. Honestly. It should be illegal to look at the league table before the 6th.
But looking at the start of the season just generally, and the
That's
pressure.
completely unenforceable.
On the league table, which you got.
Anyway, here's Joe. I got
that's
cut to
fine.
Joe on the league table.
No, that's not even a league table. I don't even know
That
what
is.
that is. That's a Lego set.
That's
It
the
is.
league
It is a
table.
league
that.
table, but it doesn't have your points on it like your classic.
But you
league
can
tables
work them
would.
out, innit?
What I'm trying to say is, How do you
Wolves
think
have
United's
lost
start to
5
the
games.
season actually compares to our rivals? That's the question. In terms of performances, are we actually doing a little bit better than it feels like when you look at the other teams fighting for Europe? Are struggling?
Performances or results?
Performances, because the results, we're not looking at the table. You said that yourself. It's illegal. But performances,
Right, yeah,
we
they've
can
been
look
shit.
at. Do you think they have?
It's
Yeah.
completely.
So go through in them. Which ones have been shit? Because Arsenal, was that a shit performance?
No, it was a good performance,
Yeah.
but we threw the ball in our net.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Right?
Fulham. Fulham.
Fulham, shite. 10 minutes is not a
should have been 3-0
performance.
up
Ask
after
Janine,
half-time.
right?
That's true.
Wait,
Burnley.
I just realised what I said.
Burnley.
What?
Burnley.
Burnley was all right, but
Yeah.
let's be real. It's fucking Burnley at home.
It
Yeah,
should have
but
been
we still.
6.
And they had 2 shots on target and scored 2 goals.
Also, that Burnley game.
Not a good performance.
But
you can-
for this
you can
XG
say
thing
that-
people are
Yeah, it
talking
is.
about, you know.
Well, you say that, but we had 20 odd shots against Arsenal, and that amounts to a decent amount of XG just by
And a
itself.
couple
I know,
of them
but
were
I'm
inside the
saying-
box.
Yeah. Man City, poor.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks for that.
And then Chelsea.
Shit for the most part.
It wasn't shit for them.
It was shit for the most
We
part.
fucked them up in the first.
No,
10
we
minutes.
deserve that win.
Yeah, for the
Yeah.
first, again, 10
We
minutes.
got them sent off.
But
We
no,
did.
for the first,
But we
for the
did,
first
but
half
then-
of the game, United were the better team.
And
And,
Casemiro
and
fucked
we'd
it.
won the game in that time, and then the second half obviously is held to a different standard, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if in a boxing game, match, bout,
Yes.
Fine.
game,
Contest.
right? If you start
League.
really well for a minute and then get
Yeah.
your arse handed to you for the last 45, no one cares.
Yeah,
No,
but in
that's
this
true.
instance, we knocked them out.
And also, but
Well, we won it on
football
points.
isn't scored like boxing, though, is it? Because boxing,
We won it on
every
goals.
3 minutes, you get a tick or a cross, or a 10 or a 9 or an 8. And, you know, boxing is done. If football was scored every 10 minutes, who won the last 10 minutes? Maybe we would have struggled against Chelsea, but it's not. It's who scored the most goals.
But when you're talking about performance,
Yeah.
you kind of are.
But what I'm saying is, for instance,
We
the
won
last-
on points.
But the last 30 minutes against Man City, United were as dangerous as they were.
While-
Well, that's
and while
because
we're
they were
using a boxing
3-0 up.
analogy-
They went home.
Yes, exactly.
And while we're using a boxing analogy, there's fighters that can boss around for 2.5 minutes, right? And then the other guy will have a late flurry for the last 20 seconds in the round. And mentally, you go, oh, they had a good round.
Yeah.
But they didn't. And that's United, we were the better team.
Yeah,
But because of the last 10, 15 minutes, we go, oh, shit, they were crap.
yeah.
But it's
I
not the
think
case.
right now you can make a case for either, depending on what you want to do. You can make a case that United are doing actually better than you thought they would do this season,
Yeah.
or they're underperforming. And even the stats sort of support that, because Cristian's done an article in The Athletic, I referenced it in my news. So if you look at United's attack, is it improving? You ask that question. You go, shots, XG, were first in the league. Non-penalty XG was second. Passes into the final third was sixth. Passes into the penalty area was second. Touches in the penalty area were fourth. Yeah, that's where we rank. And then last season we ranked 6th, 12th, 12th, 10th, 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 and 10th for all those categories I've just spoke about. However, if you want to look at it from a different point of view, less impressive data, our shot conversion, we're ranked 19th in the league.
Yeah.
Our XG over underperformance, we're ranked 20th in the league. Our non-penalty XG conceded, we're ranked 16th. And our non-penalty XG per shot conceded, we're ranked 20th in the league.
Yeah.
So you can make an argument for whichever one you want based on your sort of opinion or your, agenda, for want of a better
Also,
word.
that stat you made up means that we've had the most difficult games.
Yeah.
Domestic weighted tilt.
I mean,
I've seen people using that,
probably us.
saying we had the most difficult start to the
Yeah,
season.
that's not
Well,
the
we
same.
have, to be fair, I think
Not just who you play,
statistically,
it's when you play them.
So statistically-
what form they're in, what injuries they've got, all that.
in terms of who's played the better teams, we've had the most difficult starts.
Yeah,
We've
we
played 3 of the last top 4, which no one else has done that.
Yeah.
I know Burnley and obviously Fulham were in there, but the other
yeah.
3 teams.
Look at the bottom of the table, man. That's mad, isn't it?
What?
I didn't realise Wolverhampton hadn't won a game.
No, lost every game.
Villa haven't won a game.
But the thing is,
Villa?
Jay, I
Villa
agree-
fell off a cliff.
Yeah,
Emma
that's
will be
what-
our manager
This is
by
what I'm
Christmas.
saying. They missed out on Champions League football on the last day of last season because of us. And their goalie getting sent
Look at
off.
West
Someone
Ham.
check on
And,
Gabby Ogbonro.
and now they've
He's
scored
still
one
fucking
goal
got
in
about
5
Vidic,
games.
innit?
Yeah.
And like I said before, it was a sort of speculative 35-yarder that the goalie absolutely should have saved. So, first of all, like you said, Steve, we can factor in that this early into a season, what conclusions can we even draw? Secondly, I appreciate those stats you mentioned, Jay, and the defensive ones I think are a concern.
Yeah.
And the quality of chances we concede. Like Steve mentioned, we had 2 shots against us against Burnley, conceded 2. 1 shot against us against Chelsea, conceded 1. You can't just concede every
Pretty sure
time.
there was like 2
the
at
shot-
Arsenal.
Arsenal
Yeah.
wasn't many.
You can't just concede almost every shot on target
No.
you face, and some of that's the keeper and some of that's the quality of chances you're giving the opposition. So that needs fixing. But the XG to goal scored thing, that's always going to be the case because it's clear from just the league table watching it, we aren't scoring the amount of chances that we should be. So there's always going to be a disparity there. I think the fact that we're creating those chances is a massively good sign. And when I watch other teams, Liverpool, for instance, every single one of the games they've had this season was either a late winner or they were hanging on by a goal.
Yeah, I agree.
Every single one. Even the 4-2 against Bournemouth, they were 2-0 up, conceded 2, and they scored their winner, or the first one, in like the 89th minute. Newcastle, 98th minute.
But the problem with Liverpool is they've won every game,
Of course,
including in Europe.
Yeah.
So, like, the sentiment, the mood, they've also got gold badges on their arms.
Yeah.
Like, there's a hell of a lot that feels different about them. And you can analyse, and you maybe should analyse it, but the point is, they're halfway to staying up already.
Yeah, I know. And the other thing with Liverpool as well is you can't underestimate what that is as a quality. It's not just luck. Believing in yourself, doing the right things until the 99th minute of every single game, and the fact that your opposition knows you are going to do all of those things every single week is in itself a quality. So I'm not knocking what Liverpool.
You said it earlier when me and you were chatting. Like, teams are going into the game against Liverpool almost defeated already.
Yeah.
Like, they're thinking, oh fucking hell, we've got no chance here. And we saw that with City a few years ago, where they'd be 2-0 up at half time without getting out of second gear. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of happening with the Scouts a little bit in terms of they're not playing great, but they're getting results, and that's annoying. But it is where it is, and there's always that danger that they're actually going to get their act together and start playing really well.
And you know what's annoying as well? Most of their signings are playing shit. Verts. Looking at two.
The only one that's smashing it is Ekitike.
No, but
he's suspended in this weekend because he got that daffy second yellow.
Yeah.
Did he really say he did it for an Instagram picture, or was that a fake quote?
That has to be a fake
quote. No, I didn't see his quote. I saw Slot had a bit of a dig at him, said it was stupid.
Is that a dig? No. I'd call that descriptive.
Well, no, he made it more of a...
Usually...
he was celebrating a goal like someone else. Like, I think it was a tap-in, and he was like, why is he celebrating like that? He should have went and thanked his teammate or something like that.
You know that usually happens though when Liverpool strikers do something wrong, the manager will just defend them no matter what.
Yeah, wear a t-shirt and that.
Yeah,
I have seen Liverpool fans saying it's a stupid rule, but meanwhile, Ahmad literally had the same thing.
Also, it's been a rule for
against Liverpool,
for
which was the best red card ever, by the way.
It's not a new rule.
It's been a rule since Diego, isn't it?
Yeah. Like, it's literally been a rule for a generation. It's not like, why have we come up with this?
Favourite Diego Forlan goal for United?
It's got to be at Anfield.
I thought, remember when we played, is it Djurgården or something like that? Djurgården, whatever they got, the Swedish team or something like that? It's
Djurgården.
Yeah.
Djurgården.
He didn't score against them, but I was that off my melon. Lloyd's Bar used to do like 4 cocktails for a £5 or something like that. I was off my fucking
Ladies who lunch and that.
Yeah, off my absolute nut. Watch the game. Certain that Diego Forlan had scored.
And is that...
Remember when he went to take a penalty and Keno said he couldn't? Do you remember? He hadn't scored for 20 and he went to take one and Roy Keane was like, no, I don't think so. I know he did take
one. Bring back leadership.
I know. Like,
now they'd be like, they'd give it him and be like, and then he'd sky it and then they'd be like,
never mind.
We used to have a thing like that where when I used to work at Direct Line, it used to be after college, so it was 6 to 9 p.m. in Direct Line, and we'd go get pissed before. So I was just renewing everyone's car insurance, absolutely lagging.
Love that.
And if they were nice to me, I'd press a button and give them a mad discount.
That's class.
There used to be this little button on there, and you say like online discount or something, and you press it, and their thing would go like 70% cheaper.
Mad,
and some people would cry on that.
Be right back.
Really?
I'm just going to ask him to press the special button.
Yeah, ring him.
So if they were really nice to me,
button.
I'd press it.
Do you know those people who they've always got loads of stories about how they rang up Sky and I complained, I kicked off and they gave me my Sky bill for like 30 quid a month. Is that real?
It used to be a lot.
There's one
the retentions team would always call you back and be like,
but I've had it where they're like,
you?
we can take 8 quid off.
Yeah, I've also had it where they go, laters.
Yeah.
I'm leaving, they go, bye.
Yeah.
I had one where I got a mum's for free because I didn't pay it. My mate Tudor, told us about it. He said, don't pay it. Then they'll cut your Sky off, then phone him up and say you want to come back onto Sky. But you spoke to someone who says they'll wipe your debt to bring you back. And I did it and they did. So I didn't have Sky for about 2 hours. And I didn't pay 1 month's bill.
What's yours, Steve?
I'd think I ain't
the
doing
Sky
all
one.
that.
Sam's an hard I'll
Any of them where I rang up and kicked off and they cut my bill down.
Yeah, I ring up and kick off all the time and I never get anywhere.
Probably because it's AI that you're arguing with.
Yeah, could be.
Well, it's like, it's fucking not going to happen now, is it?
Your phone bill used to be the one that you could
Yeah.
do whatever.
But I have had the
Bring
Sky
back
one where
O2
you used to,
Sims, that's what I say.
the original Sky. This is a long ass time ago. Where
Card in
I
the
ring
box
up,
still.
and it was like, I had everything with them, like broadband, home phone, and the works on the package, and I managed to get it like half price, which I was pretty chuffed with. And then I've also done it where, because at one point my Sky bill was like 220 quid a month, and I'm like, "You taking a piss? I'm off." And he went, "Cool, bye." Yeah. Shit.
The guy on the other end of the phone just not asked.
Yeah, the guy just
It was
I'm
like,
his dad.
fucking, I don't care.
Don't know what's wrong with
You know
him.
what I mean? Whatever.
Man United have agreed a deal supposedly with a 17-year-old Colombian footballer. He is a,
See, when I did that, I got in trouble.
I believe defender. He plays for Orozco in the Colombian First Division. So he's a
They're
defensive midfielder. Sorry, not defender.
No, his name's Orozco.
Yeah.
You don't play for Orozco.
Oh, sorry, sorry, this is
Fuck it
sorry
now.
about this.
This is well researched from Joe.
I don't know.
Start calling you
Fortaleza,
fucking cavity Solico
he plays
with
for-
this sort of
He plays for
insight.
He plays for Fortaleza. He's a defensive midfielder. Apologies.
Talisa,
And he's
come.
going to arrive next summer when he's 18.
Love that.
I mean, it's
So these are the
worth
kind of
talking
like this is like when when your fans moan, oh, we should have got Caicedo before
Yeah,
he was
that's-
mint, or
yeah.
we should have got Balea before he was mint. This is us trying to do that, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
But
It's
we've
what
been
you
trying
wanna
to do
see.
this for years, and sometimes they work and sometimes they don't. Hannibal was that. Pogba
Sometimes
was
really
that.
good.
Nishan
Sometimes
Burkhardt
shit.
was that. Like, this is us attempting to do that, and they're not all going to pay off. But
Coney.
yeah, it might be one of those.
Rafa and Fabio.
Yeah, that was one of those.
We'll see.
Yeah, just
Get
worth
out.
mentioning. I mean,
That's
it is
it,
good,
innit?
and it is a we're
Yeah,
sort of-
Petruzzi, Makeda,
for
all
a
of
long
these. was that.
time, United
Seppi.
didn't seem to get players from South America. Like that's a weird sort of gap
because
in
you,
United.
once the rules
recruitment.
changed, that's when Fergie started bringing in the Rafas and the Fabios and that, because you had to be like 45 minutes. You could only be 45 minutes away from the training ground after a bit.
No, that's why the foreign
the
players
rule
was a
change.
loophole. for
Yeah,
that.
I know. Because you can't count them. Whereas, so that would have stopped us getting like Beckham back in the day. George Best maybe, like
Bobby Charlton to bring it full circle.
Sir Bobby.
Yeah. But it's good that
Sir
we're doing
Bobby
this, isn't
G.
it? It's good that we're doing this. Getting these youngsters in.
Why not? It
Yeah.
costs you genuinely jack shit in terms of how much they're worth if one of them is a success.
Yeah.
For what we blew on that fuckwit Hoyland, we could have done 60, 70 of these things.
Speaking of,
That fuck with Hoyland.
well, of just Hoyland generally, in terms of number 9 at the minute, Sesko. How are you feeling about Benjamin Sesko so far?
He's better than Hoyland.
Okay.
He's scored none and assisted none.
How do you know he's better?
He
What makes you
assisted
think-
the
what's-
red
what's
card,
better?
Yeah, he did. Because straight away, yeah, he's
the red card.
Yeah,
That-
work out what happened.
Is there a stat for
that
that?
flick on already is instantly we are going to see that. Like, clock that before he even signed. Like him, the little flick on to Mbumo, because Mbumo used to do a lot of that previously, getting on the end of little knockdowns like that. That was always going to be the case. Why is he better than him already? 1, that. 2, he actually fucking runs off the ball. 3, his hold-up play is good. His link-up play is good. 4, he ain't trying to fucking feel up defenders whenever the ball comes into his area. So, like, yeah.
When do you think we'll see him
Chance will
score?
be a fine thing.
Not like a game, picking a game.
I'm going to say the 37th minute,
yeah.
Saturday. So, what, 7 minutes past...
1:07?
7 minutes past 1 on Saturday.
It'll be 1:09 actually, because they'll kick off a bit late and that referee fucking batch pack ain't working and shit like that.
Good shout, yeah. 1:09 Saturday afternoon. If I get it, we're going Greg's.
So what's that, 37th minute of the game?
Yeah. 37th minute of the game, 1:09,
what we
because it
want.
kicked off 2 minutes late.
Do you think he's got a prolific striker in him? Do you think he is that, or do you think he's going to be flick-ons and...
I
you
think
know-
All I can
Mbumo will
say
be
is
the one
let's
that
hope so.
Scores more.
Yeah.
Brother, we need it. If not, it's just
What have you
another
made of what
waste
you've
time.
seen of him so far?
His all-round play has been good, but he needs a goal, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And I know it shouldn't be, but that whole penalty situation at Grimsby is still...
90 minutes would be nice, wouldn't it? Should we start there?
You know what's a shame?
Let him
We haven't
play.
got some useless twats in the Europa League where you can go and score 3 against.
Oh, you play him in the league? No, man.
Yeah, don't.
Hopefully
He scores against Brentford, and so does Mbumo.
Hopefully we'll get a
and
lower
so
league
does-
opposition.
And Mbumo's definitely scoring against Brentford. And they only beat Wolves.
Bring that back.
Yes, Aston
the
Villa
bugger back.
it was, not Wolves.
Right.
They've not played Wolves.
There they are.
They beat Villa on the second
They
day
drew.
of the season.
Oh, that's Villa. They beat Villa. They drew with Chelsea.
What do you reckon? Sesko. You're usually
They
Mr.
lost
sort
against
of
Sunderland.
backing the players and that. What have you so far? What have you seen? What do you reckon?
I think he's a decent player. From what I've seen so far, I don't think he's a top player.
Right. Okay.
And maybe that can change. Maybe he can grow. Maybe I've not seen the right things from him. But I don't see exceptional on the ball ability at all, which maybe we didn't think he would be. He's an athlete. He's a physical kind of player rather than that. It would be nice. I don't know, are people not passing to him? Is he not getting in good areas? It's back to that kind of Hoyland thing again. No,
You see that
they're
ball
not
from
the same
Paddy
player.
Dorgu the other day where he didn't go to the byline,
Yeah,
but he stood in line with the 18-yard box and just whipped it.
yeah,
We need more of them.
yeah.
Like, he needs those crosses into the box.
I'd like to see what he delivers when he's getting
I
good
think
service.
Mbumo got onto the back post for that, and it kind of just evaded Sesko.
Yeah.
But that's the kind
what
of
we
cross
need.
he needs.
So early crosses into good areas and hope, and then we'll see, is he in those areas often?
I
or
actually
not?
think his goal is the anti-rude outside the box.
What?
The anti-rude.
Auntie Rude.
What? You think
Rude only
he's
scored inside the box. I think his goal
Yeah,
on
apart from
Saturday
Fulham.
is going to be outside the
outside?
box.
Yeah, I want to see how he can become a prolific striker. Because for 70 million, you need to be getting minimum 15 goals a season, don't you? I don't mean necessarily this season. I'm not going to hold him to.
I think the way they
15
work
is a
in
minimum.
Mbumo doing the Salah thing, not necessarily him doing the Firmino thing, but I think him doing this. I think Mbumo doing the Salah thing.
Yeah.
Like cutting inside and finding pockets in that area there. I think that'll be our goals come. But I think they're both scoring on
I
Saturday.
hope so. Yeah,
I do.
What do you think to him, Jay?
The jury's out in it.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, it was a nice flick on for the red card, and we've seen other touches. We can't fucking sell out from that. And I didn't watch him in Germany. I ain't got a clue what he was about. So I'm literally judging him off what I'm seeing for United. And so far, United, he's looked all right.
Do you know what the bigger issue is?
Go on.
Stop fucking throwing it in at the other end, you dicks.
Yeah, that's
How
true.
about that?
Yeah, that'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would be nice. Right, I think that's a nice place to end it, don't
Does
you?
Lemon start on Saturday?
Fucking wants to, doesn't he?
No, he
I
won't.
don't think so.
Mate, sorry.
What are we bad at?
Why are we waiting
Crosses
for our time fucking
and
to make a
fucking
mistake?
saves. What do you mean waiting?
We are. That's what he's waiting for until he changes it.
Has he not watched us?
To be fair, he hasn't made an absolute stinker since Lemon's
Lemon,
gone.
yeah, he's like...
Yeah, but the reason we bought Lemons
No,
was
I
because
know,
of him
I know.
being a lemon.
I get that. But it's almost like the McTominay Casemiro thing. Do you remember when we bought Casemiro? And then McTominay went on like a 5-game spell or 3-game spell where he was really good. And then as soon as he had a bad game, Casemiro
I
just
don't
took
remember
over.
that once ever happening.
Well, it did happen. Refresh yourself.
It did happen.
It did happen.
Liars. I hate the liars on this
So
channel.
maybe we are waiting for
Wait.
Bayern Day.
We'd signed
liars.
Lemons before we played City.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ergo,
What did-
shut up.
What did Bayern Day do?
Yeah,
what
shut
went
up.
terribly wrong for Bayern Day in that game?
Everything.
No.
Did you all not watch?
Yeah, but it wasn't
Yeah, I want to buy some
massively at fault
drugs.
for any of the goals, was he?
Wasn't massively good for any of the fucking goals.
No,
either,
but I'm not
was it?
saying
wasn't,
but it wasn't like
horrendous.
Which
a
goal?
really bad
Why did the
performance.
goals go in?
Howler, was it? I mean,
No.
what was it? Erling Haaland 1-on-1. Fuck me, it's gone in.
Yeah.
Who'd have thunk it? Phil Foden from 5 yards
Yeah,
out.
but
unmarked.
He made himself
Wow.
small. Goalkeepers, you've got to do the
I'm
Peter
not
Schmeichel thing.
saying he was good. I'm just saying it wasn't a howler where you go, for fuck's sake, he's thrown another
wasn't
one
like
into
the
his
ones
goal.
we've seen
It's a low bar, don't get me wrong, but it
He is shite,
wasn't as bad
we all
as
agree with
Arsenal.
Shite.
Who?
Professionally shite.
Bayern Day.
Joe, the only redeeming
Your mate.
factor he's got
Yeah, I
is
like
that he
him,
can
mate.
play off both feet.
Not as a footballer.
But how about
As a
let's stop the ball
person.
going in the back of the fucking net, lad? How
Stop
about
talking
should we start
shite.
there?
What's up with you?
I think I'm better than Bayern there in goal. You see me in
reckon?
goal, I'm class.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like the
Playing a
brown
bit of
cat.
five-side you at the minute, aren't you? Or is it sevens? You playing fives or sevens?
Fives and sevens on a Sunday.
No?
Oh, yeah.
I'm getting fit again because
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
gonna. My plan is
Go
to
on.
do a big game at the end of the season for our channel against
Go on.
another one of my favourite channels, which I won't talk about.
The Champions League final.
It'll be like that, yeah. Something like that.
Yeah, man.
Well, we'll have to talk about that a little bit more in
Yeah,
the future.
I'm on that. Looking
Right.
forward to that.
That's going to do us. Thanks, everyone.
Steve managing us though, unfortunately.
fuck
No,
hell.
you'd be great.
Can't you play? Can't you play?
Yeah, you can play.
You're 3 years younger than me.
You can play.
Get your legs out.
I can play.
Good lad.
Yes.
I'm,
Andy Tate
I'm,
manager.
I am not managing
Andy
to
Tate
play
managing Steve.
more than... Who are we playing?
So, Steve, you're playing. We don't even know if it's happening yet, but you're getting fit, and I like that.
Purpose.
You're playing.
I am.
absolutely not.
Listen, yeah, you and us.
I'll play
Joe
for
had an
the team if I have to.
excellent performance.
Joe's good.
The new den.
Yeah, he's good. Joe.
Joe's good when he puts his little headband on. He thinks he's
Wicked left
Socrates.
foot
He
there.
actually brings
Yeah,
it
he
out.
is.
No,
Man.
he's not Socrates. What's his name? Georgios Samaras.
Samaras.
know.
I was trying to
That's
catch
a
you
bit
up.
of an insult.
Everyone's just done you that.
I think
like a
you-
young Alexi Lalas, I think.
Yeah.
Without the
That's
ginger
worse.
hair. No, but he's a centre back who's good.
He's an idiot.
Yeah, but not on the pitch.
Is he the American manager?
Yeah, he's
No,
well,
used
No,
to
that's
Yeah.
Maurizio Pochettino.
Right.
Is he Italian?
Nope.
This has been off the bar.
It's from Argentina.